So if we go into our YouTube analytics, and we can simply do that by going to our YouTube Creator Studio and then selecting analytics from the left-hand side right here. And then if we go up to this tab right here that says reach, this right here, this upside down triangle right here is pretty much one of the most important things within your YouTube analytics. And if you're going to be taking a look at anything within your YouTube analytics, it needs to be this triangle right here, this upside down triangle. And this visually shows you exactly how impressions lead to watch time. Now, why is watch time so important, and why is that at the bottom of the triangle? Well, watch time is pretty much one of the main qualifiers on YouTube, not only for their exclusive benefits like having to get 4,000 hours of watch time to get in the YouTube Partner Program to be able to put ads on your videos, but also due to the fact that YouTube actually ranks your videos based off of how much watch time they have. And watch time is one of the biggest components on YouTube when it comes to your videos getting seen in search results, in the suggested video bar, and anywhere else on YouTube. Now, the reason this upside down triangle is important is that it visually shows you exactly how people are interacting with your content, and it shows you at a very high level how you can improve this. So if we take a look at my channel right here, Make Money Matt, as you can see, in the past 28 days, my videos have gotten 5.2 million impressions. Now, that doesn't mean they got 5 million views. That just means that people saw my videos and search results, the suggested video feed, anywhere else videos can appear on YouTube. They saw my videos and they may or may not have clicked. Now, of those 5.2 million impressions, 4.2% of people who saw those videos chose to click on the video. Now, this goes into a statistic called click-through rate, which is also very important as well. You want your click-through rate to be as high as you possibly can make it. Now, really to do good with click-through rate, you want your click-through rate to be better than other videos in your niche. Now, on YouTube, most videos on YouTube are within a 2 and 5% click-through rate. So I typically try to aim for at least a 6% click-through rate on my videos, because that's really going to give you the biggest chance of going viral. But like I said, some niches are higher, some niches are lower. So if you can just try to do better than your channel average with each new video that you upload, you're going to be in a really good spot. So if we take a look right here, 4.2% of people who saw the videos out of these 5.2 million impressions chose to click, and that resulted in 200,000 views on your videos. Now, there's a reason that this 200,000 views is above this 17,000 hours of watch time. And that's because views are not as important as watch time. While it is incredibly important to get people watching your videos, what's even more important is that they keep watching your videos. I would much rather see you get a very high amount of watch time and a lower amount of click-through rate, because that's going to result in YouTube pushing your videos more within the algorithm. And that contributes to this bar right here. 49% of views on my channel have come from YouTube recommending your content. Now, this includes on the watch page, on the home page, viewers seeking out the content, and all the other places that your videos can appear on YouTube. And then as you can see, on average, people watch about 4 minutes and 56 seconds of my videos, around 5 minutes of watch time, which is actually really good. And the higher that number, the better. Now, if you produce longer videos, typically you can get that number to be higher, but I recommend typically producing videos between 8 and 12 minutes, and that's going to give you the added benefit as well as being able to put multiple ad breaks on your videos and make a lot more money as a result. That's just a bonus tip for you right there. And then finally, at the very bottom of this funnel is that 17,000 hours of watch time. And the reason that's at the bottom is because that's the most important. That's what YouTube's looking at the end of the day, that watch time. Now, while click-through rate's incredibly important, if nobody actually clicks to watch your video, you're not going to get any views in the first place. What is, in my opinion, way more important is the amount of watch time you're getting from your videos. Now, there's a few different factors that go into the amount of watch time that you're getting from your videos. First of all, make sure that you're keeping people on your videos as long as possible. You can do this in a few different ways. One of my favorite techniques is something called opening and closing loops. So an example of this would be to say at the beginning of your video, let's just say that you have a video about the top 10 best reptile pets, and you start the video out. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 best reptile pets. Now, I know you're probably thinking that we're just going to be revealing snakes and lizards, but just wait until you see the #1 reptile that we're going to be showing in this video. Something you probably never even thought of. It's an amazing pet. Make sure you watch until #1. With that being said, you're going to get a ton of value from this video if you're watching this. Now let's get straight into the video. And by doing that, we open a loop at the beginning of the video, and people will watch, on average, a lot more of the video because they're watching to get to number one. Now, a certain percentage of people will just skip to number one, but a lot will actually watch a lot more of the video, especially if they're watching the video for looking for reptile pets or whatever that your video is about. Now, what's really cool about this graph right here is the fact that we can actually see this graph on individual videos. This is for my channel as a whole, but let's say that we wanted to see this graph for individual videos on my channel. Now, in order to do that, we might want to go to the Overview tab right here, and let's just say that we wanted to see that graph on this video right here, one of my top videos on my channel about how to make money on YouTube without making videos. And if we click this video right here, and then we go to the Reach tab right here, as you can see that graph right here. And the videos that are pushed more by YouTube will be represented in this graph as well. As you can see, 56% of the traction on this video came from YouTube recommending the content. And as you can see, this video has almost a 5% click-through rate, so much better than my channel average. And it keeps people on for 4 minutes on average. So this resulted in 33,000 hours of watch time just from this video right here. So taking a look at individual videos on your channel and this upside down triangle can be incredibly important to see what videos are performing well, what videos aren't. And typically if a video is not performing well, you're going to see that represented in this graph right here. You're going to see that maybe the click-through rate's not that good on this video, or maybe this video isn't keeping people on the video. And another incredibly important factor when it comes to keeping people on the video is not only to keep them on the video, but to keep them on the platform of YouTube. Because keeping people on YouTube is going to in turn make YouTube more money because the people will be seeing more ads, and in turn, YouTube will give you all the views, all the subscribers, all the traction that you could ever want if you can keep people on YouTube. So you might be asking, Matt, how do I do that? Well, the absolute best way to do that is to create series of content, meaning that if you had a tech channel and let's say you uploaded a video about the top 10 best futuristic gadgets and it did incredibly good on your channel, it got like 100,000 views or 1 million views, and you can see that, so might as well make more videos like that. So let's make a top 10 tech gadgets part 2. Part 3, Part 4, Part 5, Part 6, and just as many parts as you absolutely can. And obviously talk about different tech gadgets within each of those individual videos. And a great example of a channel that does this is the channel Tech Zone. And they do a lot of videos like the top 10 best gadgets, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and so on.